start talking about these players. In the bottom left starting location, we have a player with perhaps the best micro in the world, Marineking Prime. In the opposite side of the map, far, far away, a Protoss that's already lost 2 games. He really needs to win at least this one if he's going to have a chance of getting into the bracket phase of this MLG Spring Arena. Startail Party.
Well, Tasteless Cloud Kingdom, it's a pretty long map overall. You know, really am interested to see what Parting wants to do here, whether he's going to go for another super fast Nexus. I don't think that we're going to see any crazy all-ins from him, though.
All right. Very far away here. We're going to have to see what exactly is going to happen this game. Now, let's take a look at the poll results for now. Oh, my God. 11% to 89?
How did this happen?
Really?
What?
Really?
That's crazy. I'm really surprised.
I am just so shocked.
Marineking wins every poll ever.
I thought it was going to be something like 60-40.
Yeah, in Marineking's favor.
Yeah.
But only 11% of you think he's going to take this match. Guys, he's up 2-0. I think he's doing
You guys
pretty
are really
right.
bad at predicting stuff.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's with these votes that you have.
All right. Well, you know, Parting does have that reputation of being so deadly in PvT.
Yeah.
But, man, well, Artosis, do you think it's going to be a 3-0? Or could it possibly
I'm feeling
be
a 3-0 for Marineking.
Yeah, at this rate, the way these games are turning out, I think the momentum is just so strong here for Marineking.
I have great faith in Parting, but, I mean, that last game was really very telling. As soon as that probe was gone, he was like, oh, time to switch strategies. You know,
right.
It's not like that double gas timing was the exact double gas timing you wanted for that wall probes in his base. You know, that's like foolish. So
nice by Marineking
wow.
once again,
he
killing off the probe.
What is with Parting here, man? Should have thrown down 2 gases again. I would have loved to see that.
Probes are
Same
pretty
build
good,
again.
man. You can use them to get minerals. I hear they warp in buildings. But on top of that, guys, you can scout your opponent's base and run away from melee units. And yeah. So I'm just so shocked to hear that he's actually this is the second game that he's lost
in a row,
probe.
man. Losing the probe, like, all right, anyone who plays StarCraft at any sort of reasonable level, when you lose that probe, you actually just think to yourself, wow, what a waste of a game this was. You know, everything's different from what it should be. So he cannot be feeling very good. And Marineking going for a little bit of a greedy build here. Double command center. Parting, on the other hand, did take both his gases. So once again, we are going to see some sort of, oh God, he's going for that same all-in again, it looks like, Tasteless.
Well, let's see if it's effective this time.
Well, you know, the placement of that robo doesn't tell me 100% that he's going for this build, but it really does look like it.
I'm kind of surprised he's putting the robo next to the ramp.
Yeah,
if he is going to do the all-in.
He's not going to do the all-in. He's making sentries. So, you know, it looks like it might just be like a gate, robo gate expand or something like that.
Do you think he could get a warp prism?
I mean, he could.
Like that?
If he gets a warp prism off of one base and goes to harass Marineking, I'm going to be in shock and awe. I've never seen anything like that in this matchup. As it's really hard to support something like that. But yeah, we do have another gate. It does look, in fact, like it's going to be a gate robo gate. Or no, a 3-gate robo. Could be an immortal bust. That's something that has gained a little bit of popularity on the Korean server recently. You know, you actually go down there and pressure. You have 2 immortals normally when you move out, and you have an observer on the way. And you basically just utilize that to bust up depots on the high ground that are part of the wall in, use some force fields to really punish any units that overextend. It's a cool build. It's a good build. But I'm surprised to see so many cheesy kind of rush style builds here out of Parting.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised as well. But I guess he's confident that this is going to pull through with a win here. Now, note he's got the pylon over here near the entrance. It sort of looks like if you got just up the ramp a little bit before your worker died, it might look a little bit more like Party might be doing a quick expand to that pylon located there. So we'll see if Marineking scouts it all and catches on, but this is a pretty tough push. Immortals are so strong against bunkers. They killed the bunkers so quickly, especially with everything else attacking, that it's just too difficult to repair in time.
Well, he has the 2 Immortals. The Observer's about to pop out, so he will be moving out, as mentioned before. He already has a proxy pylon in place right here so that he can warp in and really reinforce this push quite quickly. Now, Marineking, I want to see what his choices are against this push. Is he going to get his SCVs out there quick enough to repair? Blocking the front of the bunker with the SCVs not as helpful here because this is not Zealot-based. This is Immortal-based. It has a lot of ranged units, so it's a little bit harder to hold on to your bunkers.
Okay, he means business. Pylon just outside the entrance. And, I think kind of tacked in there just maybe a minute or two too soon. Here we go! Immortals hitting the bunker. Force fields coming down here to deny the SCVs the ability to repair. The second bunker will go down as well. Now using the force fields to isolate the Marines.
Wow.
Look at that microing back the sentries and stalkers. And Marineking Prime, he looks like he's in a lot of trouble right now.
He is indeed tasteless. This is a great rush by Parting so far. Really well executed. He's killed off a lot of units, and that Observer giving him that high ground sight is going to make this just so painful for Marineking. He's going to be able to pick off depots, maybe even that orbital. And
he's just going to go up. If he can get to where the barracks are, he's going to kill everything that pops out. Now here come the SCVs. He's regrouping with his army. Nice, denying that, isolating those workers.
I am just loving that move by Parting, and in fact, I think he's going to be able to get that orbital. He's actually a little bit too close to the ramp right now, letting a lot of
he's taking a lot
happen.
of shots there from the Marauders. But nice using the Immortals to target down those Marauders. SCV, okay, this is it. This is GG right here. There is no way to recover from something like this, and I just don't know.
Well, at this point, Tasis, you're right. Too much damage has been done, and Parting will take game number 3 there. A nice little rush build. Very well executed for the most part by Parting. Guys, why don't you tell us what you think?
Analysts, what are your thoughts on that game?
So probably the most notable thing there was we did see each game Marineking did 1 racks, no gas. Scout gets, whenever the scout left his base, then he would do something else. In the first game, we saw the 4 racks. Then we saw the double gas. And this game, we saw the 3 racks command center. And basically what happened was Marineking, he's kind of using this thought process. I don't know if you guys mentioned it, but he never scouted at all, ever, ever, ever. And so he's using this thought process. I don't need to know what you're doing because I'm going to just do this build that's so strong that it doesn't matter. And obviously it does matter. If Marineking had an SCV out on the map, he could have seen that Immortal push coming, or even if he just sees there's no Nexus, then he can build another bunker, maybe go up to 4 bunkers, and then in the actual battle itself, what we really wanted to see from Marineking, you see that push coming, you realize you can't hold it, maybe try and bait some force fields to get him to think you're repairing those bunkers, you're going to try and fight there, but then you unload and just fall back into the main. When Marineking sees that many Immortals, that many units, that early in the game, he's got to think to himself, Parting's on 1 base, I don't have to hold my natural to win this game. I've got to wait until I've got Stim, I've got to wait until I've got Medivacs. And if Parting's going to kill the depots at his ramp, he's going to kill the gas geysers as a natural. That's okay. Marineking should have let that go. And then basically try and hold out for Stim, Medivacs. And then if he had like 30, 40 SCVs, if he pulls all of that at once, when Parting tries to actually go into his main and go for the kill, then he's got a chance to hold on. He's got a chance to make a game out of it. But fighting at the ramp or at the natural like that just didn't work out.
And I feel if your name was 1 base and you had 1 wish for Christmas, it would be for your opponent not to scout at all. And that's what happened. Marineking usually either hyper aggressive or hyper greedy. He went for triple CC, triple barracks, eBay, late stim, quick factory, all the add-ons, and he didn't know if Parting was on 1 base or not. So I feel really at that point it was a foregone case.
Yeah.
I think it's great analysis there. I totally agree with everything you guys said. We're doing a NOS replay analysis here. So we're going to get that all loaded up for you. And here it is. Moving in here now.
Yeah, so this...
Oh, no, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so this is the moment kind of where we'd like to see Marineking just abandon those bunkers. Pull those units. You see those Marines at the bottom of the the force fields there. They get caught. There was a little opening there. He could have pulled that back. And again, there's no reason to try and fight this battle.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you on that one. Just go up the ramp. You're both going to be on one base. You're going to be totally fine. The game will go on.
Right.
Yeah, and Parting, he stayed basically on 23 probes the whole game. And Marineking by that point was already at like something like 48 SCVs.
I got a question for you guys. So in this moment, do you believe that it's better to just go directly into the main when you're doing this? Or should you try to get the orbital? Because the way I feel is that you should go into the main, because if you get right next to the barracks.
You mean as the Protoss?
As the Protoss, yes.
Well, the thing is, he had so much options. Since he was able to get his observer out and use that here to shoot up the ramp, I feel like Parting pretty much had the power to do almost anything. And we're speaking of very tiny chances for Marineking, who basically is just kind of screwed with his build order here and not scouting. We're talking about tiny chances. Is there a tiny chance to hold it when he stays down the ramp and takes a brave fight? No, actually there isn't. If he goes uphill, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Parting did so much damage down there. If he just holds on to that position, just kills. Because there were a whole bunch of SCVs and some idle units that he was kind of cleaning up. And you really, one thing that could have happened, Parting goes up the ramp. There's like 8 or 10 SCVs that are kind of hidden in the back of the natural that Marineking's trying to save, and you could actually maybe get a full surround on those units, which would be absolute worst case scenario for Parting. So I think the way he played that,
true.
he kind of cleans up and then pushes up when he's ready was really good.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Your analysis is spectacular. We're going to take a quick little break. When we get back, we're going to go on to our next match.
That actually ends the free games
That's
for
right.
today.
Yes.
The paywall will be going up, so make sure that you go ahead and buy a ticket because you want to keep watching this stuff. Of course. You
Yeah,
do.
it's a bargain too.
It's